And a very good Wednesday evening to you. I'm FOX54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Dressman. Definitely a warm and humid afternoon across the Tennessee Valley. Still fell just shy of the 90-degree mark this afternoon, but the dew points were a little higher today compared to what we've seen over the last couple of days. So while the temperatures were pretty much similar to what we saw Monday and Tuesday, it definitely felt warmer across the Tennessee Valley, felt more humid across the Tennessee Valley. Over into DeKalb County we go. More cloud cover over in DeKalb County this evening, but as I'll show you in just a second, they're also talking about a little bit of rain over in northeast Alabama, so a slight increase in the amount of cloud cover. Back home over the Parkway, we're looking northbound on Memorial Parkway this evening. Still a fair amount of sunshine, difficult to come by much in the way of any sort of cloud cover, but you also do notice the haze back off into the horizon, still thanks to a lot of the Canadian wildfires. This should begin to subside over the next couple of days, partially thanks to the rain that I do have in the forecast. Now, the vast majority of us are dry this evening, but once you get east of the I-65 corridor, our friends over in northeast Alabama, those folks are talking about a little bit of rain, maybe even a couple of isolated rumbles of thunder. Stevenson down into Hollywood, we're talking about a little bit of rain. Back into Skyline, talking about a little bit of rain. Scottsboro back into a spell. We're looking at a little bit of rain. Dutton back into Section, a couple of light isolated showers across that area. Back into Grant, just to the south of Woodville, kind of in between Owens Crossroads and New Hope at this point along Highway 431. We're talking about a little bit of rain. And then back into Guntersville, we're also looking at just a little bit of rain. Some of that activity does continue down into Coleman County. Going to linger on for the next couple of hours, but once we get beyond sunset, that activity is going to have a really difficult time sustaining itself and will kind of fall apart somewhat quickly. Sunset, by the way, right around 7:56 or 7:57. Other opportunities for rain definitely in the forecast across the Tennessee Valley. A couple of isolated showers are going to be possible on Thursday, but it does look like the vast majority of us are probably going to end up staying dry on Thursday afternoon. But understand, just like today, a couple of rogue showers might end up developing across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Better opportunities for more widespread precipitation are going to begin to develop across the area as we head into your Friday, and then especially as we head into the weekend, where we could get some stronger thunderstorms to develop across the area. We'll talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. And then from there, as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, other opportunities for scattered showers and thunderstorms definitely going to be in the forecast. Here's Futurecast as we head into the lunch hour on Thursday. Beginning to notice a noted increase in the amount of cloud cover across the Tennessee Valley. I do think we're still going to get to enjoy a fair amount of sunshine across the area as we head into the later part of the work week, but understand that more cloud cover is definitely going to be a noticeable feature. As we head into Thursday evening, some scattered showers and thunderstorms going to begin to develop across northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, down into Franklin County. This activity more widespread across northeast Mississippi, and we're also talking about a little bit of this activity up across southern Middle Tennessee. Now, for the most part, as this activity tries to push its way to the east into the Tennessee Valley, it's really going to begin to fall apart, and I think we're going to be mostly dry Thursday evening and then as we head into the overnight, but a couple of folks could definitely see a little bit of rain. As we head into the earliest hours of Friday morning, we're dry, talking about a mostly cloudy sky. That cloud cover breaks up for just a couple of hours, but then that cloud cover builds back into the Tennessee Valley through the later part of Friday morning, early into Friday afternoon, where we're also going to begin to see some more scattered showers and thunderstorms develop. Now, this activity doesn't really look like it's going to be on the severe end of the spectrum, but this isn't the only activity we're going to get across the area through Friday afternoon. Through the later part of Friday afternoon, early into Friday evening, we're going to talk about more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. This activity could be on the stronger end of the spectrum. We're talking about some pockets of heavier rain, gusty winds. If these storms are able to build tall enough in altitude, I think we'd be talking about the chance for a little bit of small hail, but I think that threat is going to be on the lower end of the spectrum. Really, what we're looking at here is very summer-like thunderstorms across the Tennessee Valley, where they're going to make a little bit of a noise for a little bit of time, but then they're going to get on out of here. As a matter of fact, by the time we get to 10 o'clock at night on Friday, we are dry across the Tennessee Valley. We're also talking about a loss in a lot of the cloud cover. Now, there is a marginal risk for severe weather through Friday afternoon and Friday evening, but that is mostly to account for the fact that we could get some pockets of heavier rain to develop across the Tennessee Valley Friday afternoon, which could lead to a little bit of localized flash flooding, something we're going to pay attention to. And then within those showers and thunderstorms, we could get some pockets of gustier winds, wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. So that's something we're going to pay attention to as well. Like I said, we could get a little bit of hail to develop, but I think that threat is definitely going to end up being on the lower end of the spectrum. This activity is loosely going to be associated with a cold front, which by Friday night is going to be back off to the northwest. Now, this cold front is going to do one of two things. It's going to kind of stall out back off to the northwest. If it stalls out back off to the northwest, that obviously puts us on the leading edge of this cold front, which means we're going to continue to talk about warm, moist air that's going to be thrown up into the Tennessee Valley. If that happens, then several rounds of showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible, not just as we head into Friday, but as we head into Saturday, as we head into Sunday, and then even as we head into the new work week. If this cold front chooses to not stall out and ends up moving through the Tennessee Valley and ends up stalling out east of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, then that's going to drastically decrease the opportunities for showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend, which I know is going to be a lot of good news for people because HydroFest returns to Lake Guntersville this weekend. 85 degrees on Saturday, 83 degrees on Sunday. We start Saturday in the lower 70s. We start Sunday in the upper 60s. As of right now, model consensus is that the cold front is going to stall back off to the northwest, which is going to allow several rounds of showers and thunderstorms to build up into the Tennessee Valley as we head into the weekend. So the weekend forecast is something we're going to continue to pay attention to, something we're going to continue to watch closely here over the next couple of days, because I know that HydroFest is obviously a big event. And now that we're getting into the summer months, we're into the early days of June, and there's a lot of other events happening across the Tennessee Valley on just about any given weekend. Current temperatures across the Tennessee Valley, definitely on the warmer end of the spectrum. 87 in Huntsville, 86 in Athens, 85 in Florence, 86 in Pulaski, up across southern Middle Tennessee, where they've seen an increase in cloud cover and a little bit of rain over in northeast Alabama. We've begun to cool off a little bit. Good evening to our friends over in Fort Payne, currently sitting at 77 degrees, 78 right now in Albertville. So quite the temperature contrast. Look at that, 78 right now in Albertville, but 87 in Huntsville, and then again 77 degrees in Fort Payne, but 87 degrees right now in Huntsville. I would anticipate, though, because they've seen a little bit of rain, it probably feels incredibly humid over in northeast Alabama. So cooler than the rest of us, yes. More humid than the rest of us, also yes. For the most part, a great night across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures dropping into the mid and upper 60s. Got a low temperature right around 68 degrees, definitely on the more humid end of the spectrum. Are you going to be able to give the AC any sort of a break? Nope. Absolutely not. If you have any yard work that needs done, I highly suggest doing it on Thursday. You're probably going to be at work Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon. You could probably do it as we head into Thursday evening if you manage to avoid the rain. But Thursday afternoon would be somewhat ideal. 81 at 11 o'clock in the morning, 85 by 2 p.m. Looks like we're going to finish the day once again right around 86 or 87 degrees. Make sure to stay connected with me on social media. There's my Facebook, Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman, Twitter/X. I don't post a whole lot on Twitter/X. Why? I don't really know. I don't think I'm very good at tweeting, or what is the verb form of X? You know, when it was Twitter, we all could just say we were tweeting. But what do you call it when you compose something on X? It's not even a tweet, I guess. That's kind of how out of touch I am with Twitter/X. You can follow me on Instagram if you want. I don't post a whole lot of content on there either. Definitely no weather-related content. So if you want to follow me strictly for weather-related content, I guess you should follow my Facebook. But I also post a lot of other fun content on Facebook as well. So not only are you going to get weather-related content, but you're going to get a lot of other fun content as well. Like the question of the day. A little while ago, I had asked folks to ask me a question. It could be weather-related. It could not be weather-related. Really kind of up to you. And I've had a very good hodgepodge of questions that I've kind of enjoyed going through and answering. I plug the entire list of questions into ChatGPT, and every day ChatGPT spits me out a new question to answer. So on any given day, it could be weather-related. It could be not weather-related. Today's, for example, is not weather-related. When did you move to Huntsville, and do you like the area? I do love the area. Not only do I like the area, but my wife likes the area. We like the area so much that we chose to build a house. Not necessarily in the city of Huntsville, but kind of right around the area. We live down in Owens Crossroads, chose to build a house. So do in fact love the area. When did I move here? March of 2018. I moved here from Idaho, and then my wife moved here from Idaho right after we got married in September of 2021, and we built a house shortly after that. So moved here in March of 2018. Do I love the area? Yes. And again, my wife also loves the area. It is our hope that we'll continue to live in the area for a very long time. If you have a question that you like to ask me, you can text me. Number's right there on your screen, 256-382-2692. Or, of course, you can go over to my Facebook page and you can send me a message and ask me a question if you'd like. 86 on Thursday, 88 on Friday, 85 on Saturday, 83 degrees on Sunday. Once again, scattered showers and thunderstorms going to be in the forecast Friday, Saturday, and Sunday especially. That activity continues as we head into next week. 85 on Monday, 82, 83 by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Fantastic. Just a second, we'll do the other one.